Welcome to the Buddha's Teachings on Animals, Unit 9. This is Class 2, Jainism and Vegetarianism. Jainism is a religion based completely on ahimsa, or no killing, no violence, no hurting of any kind. Jainism starts with the great founder of this period, Mahavira. He was the 24th Tirthankara, or ford maker, a person who led the way through the difficult removal of karma and became free from all karma and achieved a type of Kevala nirvana. And the term Jain has to do with somebody that wins, somebody that completely frees themselves from karma. They are a Jina, or a winner. And so we get the name Jainism. Mahavira is the 24th in a line of Tirthankaras going back to the beginning of a Jainism cycle. And Mahavira appeared very similar to the time of the Buddha 2,500 years ago in India. And he was a prince who took to the Shramana movement and started to practice his austerities. And he had the understanding that karma was minute, subtle particles that would get attached to the jiva, or the soul. And these karmic subtle particles would actually cover up the soul, or the jiva. And when this covering happens, then we do not understand the absolute reality. So Mahavira realized that most karma, most heavy types of karma, were caused from killing. And so Mahavira refrained from all types of killing. And we're talking about little bugs. Doesn't really matter if it's a big elephant or a tiny mosquito. According to Jainism, the soul, the jiva, is there. And if you hurt an elephant or a mosquito, it is creating karmic particles that will attach to your soul. So Mahavira underwent a dual purpose of removing all karmic particles through heavy austerities and vows, and at the same time making sure that he wasn't creating any type of new karma. So he completely depended on the lay followers for providing him his meals, and he would refrain from causing any type of existence to die, including fire. So he would never light a fire. Monks in the Jain tradition do not light fires, for if they go out, then they're killing the fire. They do not bathe in water, for that could create harm to water bodies. And what to speak of different types of animals. The Jain tradition is based on this deep compassion for life and realizing that all living beings have to become free from their karma. So all living beings are given an opportunity under the Jain system to live out their lives in full. And in India, they have the Jain followers have the largest animal hospitals in the world, taking care of all different varieties of animals, making, for example, horses crutches, or helping animals to leave their life in the very last moments by giving them some food and shelter and a little compassion. So the system of Jainism is based on a monastic tradition, a lay tradition, and a value system. So the monks, the monastic tradition of monks and nuns in the Svetambara sect, and the Digambara tradition, the sky-clad ones, there's very few nuns. But in the monastic tradition, in the Svetambara sect, the lay followers completely provide ahimsa, or non-injurious actions, food items, to the monks and nuns. And the lay followers themselves, although they're taking on a little karma for preparing the meals, they themselves are also trying to restrict their own encounters of any kinds of acts of violence. So we see that the Jain tradition is full of compassion for all life forms, and the only way to achieve freedom from the cycle of samsara, or birth and death, is to live a completely non-harming existence. This may seem very difficult, but for the Jains, it's through practice of creating minimizing all negative or hurting actions. And they do this with their diet. They restrict from the time that they eat, so that they, for example, in the evening times when it's difficult to see, then they will not eat for the chances of hurting living beings. They have a very difficult practice of, when they're sleeping, to make sure that they're clearing all areas around them to make sure that if they move, they're not hurting any types of animals. They're checking their garments to make sure that all types of bugs are free and don't get hurt. And when they are walking, they are making sure that they are not stepping on any types of living beings, so that they can be completely free. And the idea is that through proper action and freedom from any type of himsa, or killing karma, and through the removal of the previous karmic conditions, we can become free. And that requires us to be kind and to not harm any living beings, to live off of fruits, vegetables, and other one-sensed organs, life forms. This ends our topic on Jainism and vegetarianism. Thank you very much.